everybody. Welcome back to Meals with Marsha. Today I'm going to be making some baked beans. Now this is a great side dish to take to a barbecue, and we even like it in the wintertime when we have get-togethers. You know, it goes great as a side dish to take if you're having just Sunday dinner for your family. So I've been making this for a very long time, and it's one of the family favorites, and everybody always wants me to make them. So I'm going to show you how I do it. It's not really that hard. A lot of people's like, well, I'll just get a can of those baked beans that's flavored, warm them up, and go on. But once I show you how easy this is, you're probably going to try it, and you're not ever going to go back to that. So let's get started. All right, today I have some pork and beans in the tomato sauce is what I have. And you're going to drain some of the liquid off on the inside. I'm not sure if you can see well. It's got a lot of juice, and we want part of that, but we don't want all of it. So I have a bowl over here. I'm just going to rinse that off. Just drain that off, not rinse it off. And I have 4 16-ounce cans. Now you can buy whatever brands you want. These are just the store brand at the local grocery store that I shop at. There's all kinds, and they're just plain. Like I said, they're pork and beans in tomato sauce. They're not any kind of flavored bean. Now some people like to take those flavored beans that you can get and doctor them up, as you would call it, and make them like that. But I've always used plain beans. My Granny Sarah taught me how to make these baked beans years ago, and I've been making them ever since. All right, now I'm going to bring this over. This is just a 9x13 casserole dish, and it's a metal one. You can use a casserole dish or anything like that. And I'm going to pour these in. Just lift those lids out and get all of that out. Now you can easily double this recipe. It's very easy to double. Say if you're feeding. Now I can feed probably 8 to 10 as a side dish with this amount that we're doing. But if you need a larger, you could add 2 more cans of beans and then just add extra other ingredients to it, you know, that we're going to talk about. All right, and then you have plenty, because this goes a long way, makes a lot, and it's a crowd pleaser. Not everybody likes baked beans. I have a girl that works with us, Caitlin. She does not like baked beans, so this will not be a favorite of hers. Made me think when I started talking about work. I want to give a shout out to one of my new followers, little boy. His name is Liam, and he's been watching my videos. He's had a couple requests. Now baked beans is not one that he's requested. He's requested some soups and things, so I'm hoping to be able to do some so he can watch those. But if you're watching, Liam, hey, and I'm so excited to see you, and I can't wait to talk to you next time I see you about this recipe, okay? All right, let's get one more in here. All right, now, and if you'll see, there's still a little bit of that juice in the bottom. That's okay. You just don't want all of that, because look how much juice that we drained off. That's going to make them way too runny. So let's stir this up just a little bit. Now, I'm going to try to be as precise as I can today. I've always just like put in, and I know what it's supposed to taste like, but I've tried to measure for you guys today with what I do, and we're going to see how that goes. Now, the next thing I did is, first of all, I went and I put me some bacon. I did a 12-ounce pack of bacon in the oven. I just cut it in half, and I lay it out in strips on a baking pan, in a flat baking dish. I can't talk today. A flat baking pan, and I just baked these off at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And they crisp up really good. So we're going to be using this today, not the whole pack. But what I'll do is I'll use part of it, and then I'll save the rest of it for BLT sandwiches later this week. This keeps really good in the refrigerator. This is also a good way to go ahead and cook bacon ahead. Like say you want to do sandwiches in the morning for your family, doing this bacon in the oven. You don't have to worry about it popping and flipping. You just put it in there for 20 minutes, and it's usually done within 20 minutes. Sometimes you have to flip it and cook it 2 or 3 more minutes depending on the oven you're using. But this is a great way to prepare your bacon. You don't have to make a mess on your stove and get popped with grease. So this is a good way. So I have bacon right here. And then I took a 1/4 of an onion, and I just put a little bit of the leftover bacon grease into a skillet, and I sauteed that. My family loves the taste of an onion, but they don't like to bite in to the crunch of a raw onion. So anything I ever do, I usually saute first and then put in there. Or if I'm going to have to serve it raw, say like in potato salad, I mince my onion up very, very small, and then I pour the hot potatoes over it to cook them a little bit, because my family does not like to bite into that. So we're going to put this onion in, okay? It's been cooked. I just like I said, just till they're translucent. You don't have to do them too long, just soften them a little bit. And I just did 1/4 of an onion. All right, and then this is 1/3 cup of ketchup. Now I may have to put a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to measure for your sake on the recipe today. So let's put this in there, 1/3 cup of ketchup. Now some people like to put barbecue sauce on their baked beans, and I do a lot of times if we're making hamburgers and hot dogs. But today we're going to be smoking tenderloin, and we're going to have a smoked chicken to go with these baked beans. And I don't like to use barbecue sauce in my baked beans when I do that, but you can, at your leisure, you can add barbecue sauce and it's delicious too. Now I have 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all this. I'm going to put part of it in there, stir it up, and then I'm going to see how it tastes, and then we'll go back, okay? So I'm going to do about half of it right there. All right, and then we like to put a little Worcestershire sauce in, any brand you want. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire, however you say it. It's always a huge debate on how you say that. And then I'm going to put just a squirt of mustard. And when I say a squirt, I mean just like that. Not even, maybe a 1/2 tablespoon, okay? All right, now I'm going to move this forward because I'm going to cut up my bacon. I'm going to get some bacon out. Let's see what we got here. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full slices of bacon maybe. And you could crumble it up with your hands, or you could use a knife like I'm doing today and just chunk it up. Just like that. And it may take more than this, I don't know. Like I said, I have never really measured out. I've just kind of made this recipe all these years and just went with it and stirred it, and I know what it's supposed to feel like. I know what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm trying to be precise for y'all. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more bacon. Whoop. I'm about gonna use the whole thing. John might get 1 BLT sandwich left out of this. I don't know. This is not Memorial Day. I want to say Memorial Day. It's Labor Day weekend. We're going to be spending some time with John's brothers today. We're going to smoke some meat and have some sides and visit for a little while. It's always good to be with family. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. Now I'm going to bring this over here and I'm going to stir it up, and I want to see what it looks like, and I might have to add a little bit more of some things. I'm going to have to get my spoon out and taste here in just a minute. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more ketchup, actually. Let me get there. And you want some juice in there. Like I said, you don't want it to be too juicy because it won't thicken up when it cooks in the oven. Let's see here. I'm going to taste this, but I think I need a little bit more ketchup. And we'll see if it's sweet enough. And it's okay to taste this because everything's cooked in it. It just has to be heated. Well, now I think it needs a little more ketchup. I think the brown sugar is about right. So, let me see here. All right, we'll do a couple more squirts of ketchup. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks better. Let me get another spoon so I can taste it. That's perfect. Okay, guys. Now, I got this mixed up. Now, I want to show you what it looks like before we bake it, so you'll know the consistency of the juice that needs to be in. Like I said, we strained most of the juice off of our cans. We had left a little bit, and then when we put our ketchup and other things, it made more liquid. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now, I'm going to take this over to my stove, and I'm going to bake this at 400 degrees for probably 45 minutes. And when I finish, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like, and I'm going to give you exact measurements on what we did today to make these beans look the way they look and turn out the way they're supposed to. Like I said, I'm working on getting precise on my recipes because I want to help you guys learn how to cook these things. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. I wanted to show you my baked beans. I just took them out of the oven about 5 minutes ago, I guess. And this is what they look like. And they're still a little bit kind of moving around a little bit, but they'll set up as they set a little bit longer. Now I cooked these at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. Now I want to go back and review. I used 4 16-ounce cans of pork and beans, and I partially drained the juice off. I used 3/4 a cup of brown sugar. I used a 1/3 cup of ketchup, and then I added probably another, I don't know, 1/4 of a cup. And then I used a 1/4 of an onion that I had sauteed in a skillet. I used about 8 pieces of bacon, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then I just did a 1/2 tablespoon, like a squirt, a couple of squirts of mustard. And this is it, guys. This is a great side dish to take, like to barbecue. It's great to take to like to your Christmas dinner, whatever. Baked beans is a family favorite of ours. And I hope you enjoyed this. And please like and share my videos and subscribe to Meals with Marsha. And I'll talk to you later.